With me now in our Sydney studio is the Communications Minister, Malcolm Turnbull. Welcome to the program.
Great to be with you, Lee.
So how come we're here having a discussion about a 5% cut to the ABC when in the election campaign the government unequivocally said no cuts to the ABC?
Well, the Prime Minister said that in one interview, I think the night before the election. But Joe Hockey and I had made it very clear on a number of ABC programs, in fact, that if there were going to be cuts across the board, as plainly there would have to be, across the board of government, I mean, to address the budgetary problems, the budget deficit and so forth, then the ABC and SBS couldn't be exempt. But we would be seeking to address waste and inefficiencies and not, as some people were urging us to do, cut the ABC's budget with the intent of reducing its digital presence or its broadcasting activities.
Voters have misinterpreted and they shouldn't have taken no cuts as no cuts. They should have been parsing Mr Abbott's comments and Mr Hockey's comments and your comments to try to figure out exactly what that meant.
Well, look, I've defended the Prime Minister on this today and earlier in the week. I think you've got to take his comments, which look, what he said, and it's there, it's on the record. But you've got to take that in the context. And I can only assume that what Mr Abbott was referring to, or was thinking about anyway, was the proposition that there would be cuts in with the intent of reducing ABC services. And we'd ruled that out.
I don't want to get bogged down because I want to get to the detail, but you must understand that for voters, when someone says no cuts, you think no cuts.
No, look, I understand that, but to accept that Tony Abbott meant the ABC and SBS, out of all of the agencies of government, would be exempt from any savings measure. To accept that, you would have to assume that he had decided on the eve of the election to overrule and contradict the very carefully considered statements that Joe Hockey and I had been making. Now, that's a big call too.